What was your impression of the chicken that you had?
Flavor-wise, I like this one the best. And these two had real good presentation, but taste, I like this one the best. And this one it just wasn't there. The flavor.
Okay. Which was your favorite and why?
First one was my favorite. I think it ranked top levels in appearance, tenderness, and taste. Very moist. There's a lot of obviously injection of some of their sauces into the meat, and it certainly was the best as far as I was concerned.
Okay.
Not me. I'm new. I don't want to do it.
I'll go along with number one. I think that was the most flavorful for taste.
Okay.
Nicely done. Well cooked.
Yeah, I like number one. I like number three as far as the flavor and the tenderness and taste. I think those are the two best.
I didn't think there was a bad piece of chicken on
No.
the table this time. Rib impressions.
Flavor-wise, I like this one. This one had a better appearance, but this one has the best taste. This one just overcooked and had a starter taste to it.
One of them wouldn't have held together if it hadn't been cold.
I think you have the better end of the deal, actually.
Which was your favorite and why?
That would be this one, the third one. I think it had great flavor. Loved the texture. It just pulled away just right. I loved it. Loved it.
Using her plate, which was your favorite?
Number three. Absolutely number three. Had the best flavor. It did very nicely. A nice piece came out, left the rest hanging there in the bone like it belonged. And it was very tender. Good job.
I agree also. Number three.
Okay.
I would have to say I liked them all so much I also ate the plate.
I don't think there was a bad rib on
No,
there.
you know, at this kind of level of competition, it's really hard to say something was bad. You know, it's just which one is better. I think that most of them were a little bit overcooked. Number three was probably the most like what you're taught in judging class, but the others were a little overcooked. And I think a lot of it has to do with the environment and the humidity and the rain and whether it's dry outside, overcooked, undercooked. But when they're all a little overcooked, one has to assume that it was part of the environment that caused the cooking process to be quicker than usual.
Pork shoulder.
This was my favorite. This was my second favorite. This was my least favorite.
Wasn't any flavor at all in that
No,
piece.
sure wasn't.
Number three.
Let's see which one the fly lands on.
Let's see which one he picks.
I totally agree. Number three had no flavor. It was dry, totally bland.
Looked like it was portioned out too.
Yeah, I think one and four here were similar, but I'm the opposite with him. I like this one first, and this one first, that one second.
I don't agree with you because I like this one the best, number five, because number three was...
Yeah.
What made five your favorite?
I just thought it had a little more flavor. It was a 4 or 5 were the two that I liked, and I thought 5 had just a little more flavor.
What do you think of the exotic flavor of the four?
I thought it was good. It was good flavor.
It was good, mixed well with the pork.
I just liked 5 just a little bit better.
I think 4 was my favorite, but that had like a marmalade flavor, and I thought that was a very, very good flavor. It went good with the pork. And 5 was my second best. I like that better too. It was nice and tender.
I would go with 4 first. I like that it was very moist. The texture was excellent. Number 5 had more tomato-based flavor to it. 4 had more of a pineapple flavor. The tomato-based flavor for 5 was also very good. The texture was great. But if I had to choose between the two, I would have said 4 was a little bit better.
Flavor-wise, I really like number 4.
I was pleasantly surprised on that one too.
Yeah, the cut of it.
My least favorite was number 5.
What was your impression of number 5?
Number 5, it was tough. It didn't have no flavor. You know, it was just
Nice flavor to it.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite?
Personally, I liked 4 because it had a good complementary taste of the sauce. It had the tenderness for my piece was exactly the way it was supposed to be, and the taste was good.
Least favorite and why?
Least favorite was probably number 1 or number 5. They were thick cut. Number 1 was more like a pot roast. It was way too tender. Number 5 was somewhat bland in the taste. I mean, you can't say any of them are bad, but number 4 to me stood out.
I like number 2. It's funny, on the same cut of meat, he liked number 4, but yet when I picked up my 4, it didn't come apart very easily from the same cut of meat, or else it was a different piece of brisket. I don't know. The flavor was good. Number 1 fell apart. It was way overcooked.
Yeah.
Number 2 was 5 was way undercooked. I just took a little nibble, but it wouldn't come apart. It was nothing to 5. But the other 3 were pretty good.
I like number 2 the best. And number 4, number 2, when I pulled it, had just a little pull and then it broke apart like it's supposed to, and it had a pretty good flavor. But number 1 was way too done for like a pot roast. It pulled apart. Number 5, it really was hard to even pull apart. It was not done enough, I didn't think.
Thank y'all very much.